So welcome to your red squirrel energy. And if you imagine a squirrel that you see in the wild, they're always on the move. They're always doing something, but it's not necessarily doing something that's useful. They've been known to sort of bury and unbury their nuts just because it's something to do because there's nothing new to do. But as long as they're busy, but it's not necessarily useful. It's the buzz and the juggling that for you, whilst you're studying, it's great. You feel like you're always busy, but is it effective busyness? And is it actually being productive? So your tips to thrive are to use that buzz wisely. Set daily priorities to avoid that overwhelm. Break your work into smaller chunks and make sure that you finish something before you go on to start the next. Keep a simple task list and have regular breaks so that the energy when you bring it, when you need it, is there to actually galvanize you and build that momentum rather than just being busy for being busy's sake. And that those are some of those challenges that you have with that, with high squirrel energy, because you're trying to kind of do everything at once. You get overwhelmed at too many tasks, and you are busy, but as I say, not necessarily making progress. And that ability to prioritize is quite compromised when you've got high squirrel energy. But you can lean into it. It's got great bits. It's fantastic when you're doing research, when you're gathering resources, because you need that slight sort of, oh, I'll look there, oh, I'll look there. And if you're juggling lots of tasks, as I say, not necessarily a good thing, but if there's a lot to get done, but I say then make sure that you use some of the tips about how to get, keep them compact, get it done, then on to the next one. Don't try and do 17 things at once, because multitasking, as I've said in some of the other videos, is not necessarily, it feels great, but it's not necessarily getting the stuff done. It's also fantastic energy when you're trying to sort of motivate others. If you're working in a study group, it's great. You can bring that energy and kind of get the momentum, get others to kind of just lean in and get the work done. So as I say, it's building momentum, it's maintaining that momentum, particularly when you've got a lot on your plate, but do it in those bite-sized chunks. So yeah, so step back from this sort of really full-on energy when you find that you're sort of saying yes to everything. You feel like you get to the end of the day and you kind of go, I've been studying all day, and I really haven't made the progress that I wanted to. You might look back and kind of go, yeah, I was chopping and changing between subjects, and actually no, I need to start one, finish it, start one, finish it. When that to-do list never gets shorter, probably getting longer, and you find that, as I say, that constant motion isn't necessarily real progress. So it's time to just step back a little bit, go slower, go steadier, be more grounded, and look to some of the other energies to see how you can make this time more effective. And that really is something that we'll put into a PDF below this video, because there are lots of other, if you plan it well, if you bring in a bit of anteater, if you plan things well, if you make those smaller chunks of work, then you can bring that real sort of busy squirrel energy to kind of get it done. But so long as you put some guardrails in to kind of keep that energy effective and being effective for your studies. So yeah, if you'd like to find out more, please do reply to the email that brought you here, and also click on this QR code to be on the waiting list for our upcoming course, where we can talk a little bit more about how you focus that energy to make a great 90-day and then chunk it down to 1 week plans. And look forward to seeing you on that.